I just appreciate how resilient our customers in the Omaha marketplace have been throughout this pandemic.
I think what I've come to see is how resilient our organization is, and quite frankly the banking industry in general.
Like our customers, fortunately, were by and large resilient. Wouldn't say not affected. Everybody was affected, but fortunately, most of them were able to weather the storm, including those that had to close with the assistance of some of the government funding through the CARES Act and other opportunities that were given to help those companies weather the storm. And we had a number of our attorneys helping and assisting and guiding through that regulatory framework.
I would tell you that our statistics would say is that the customer experience is only increased in importance. Previously, it was 80% of an organization's objective to please the customer. It's now 90%.
Now we do things like electric signatures. If they to close a deal, it's more the norm and the accepted practice.
The other things are that we were able to do in the litigation field a lot of parts of that process through remote work, meaning Zoom depositions, which had always typically been done in person or sometimes by phone, but that's become commonplace and that is a norm, certainly for a lot of types of depositions that aren't considered sort of those key or critical ones. We're also going to see one of the continuing problems of enough workers, enough high-skilled workers. There's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of needs that our clients have, and they're grappling with that.
COVID has caused people to reevaluate whether they want to get back in the workforce. So while employment seems to be, the unemployment rate seems to be low, there are less workers available for us out there. So that's a big challenge, is how do you continue to provide a certain level of service with maybe less people?
Right now, supply chain is a top 3 item that executives and boards are dealing with.
Businesses that have to live around management of their inventory turn and the whole supply chain problems that are out there, they've had to make a lot of adjustments, and we've had to work with them on that.
Things like blockchain, that has gotten a lot of attention, and that is going to have a much broader impact on business than I think anyone appreciates at this time. It may not hit with force in 2022, but it's coming.
What took place over these last 2 years in terms of really advancing the social media, digital banking experience will continue to evolve. And there are non-bank businesses out there that want to capture that business through the very same medium of what we call fintech type businesses, through the technology of remote services.
Technology doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to hire people that are going to develop unique technologies for us. It means we're going to use small businesses. We're going to infuse those small businesses. Small and disadvantaged suppliers that we haven't used before, we're going to pull them in.
Yeah, I'd say that the most impactful trend is going to continue to be COVID, because there's a lot of regulatory issues around that, and with regulatory change comes compliance needs and further help that our clients need from us in that regard.
The other thing I would tell you too is, as the government assistance begins to withdraw from our businesses, how those companies handle that will be important. We've had, through all this, our economy has stayed strong. I think 22 will be more of the same.
And there is a major and significant opportunity for a market like Omaha, where you have a lot of different small businesses, medium and large businesses that work and collaborate really well together. And how do we start to build those alliances? We see it as strengths-based business. And strengths-based business, where we rely on each other to make it better, cheaper, faster, is just dawning in this new age.